The nursery was empty. The baby was sleeping beside me with another man. Here is what nobody tells you about the moment you see something you cannot unsee.
Your body processes it before your brain gives you permission. Everything goes cold, everything goes quiet, and some very specific part of you knows, even before you understand what you are looking at, that nothing after this will be the same. By the time Alyssa sat down at the dining table that Friday night, the footage was already filed, the papers were already prepared, and I had stopped needing an explanation the moment the monitor screen lit up.
My name is Kevin, 36 years old, Dallas, Texas town, Lake Highlands neighborhood, 8 years of my marriage there. I work in commercial construction management, have for 10 years. I am the kind of man who notices things quietly and waits until he is completely certain before he moves. That quality kept me sane during the 2 days between what I saw and what I did. Alyssa and I had been married for 8 years. We had a 10-month-old daughter who had recently turned sleep into a form of personal warfare. That month felt like exhaustion with furniture around it.
We were renovating the master bedroom because of a plumbing issue, so for 1 week, we were all sleeping in the guest room. Alyssa and I on a mattress on the floor, the baby in a portable crib beside us, the nursery across the hall empty except for the rocker, the changing table, and the baby monitor still plugged in and still transmitting. That detail matters.
I thought Alyssa and I were just going through a hard season. New baby, bad sleep, renovation dust everywhere, too much takeout, not enough real conversation. She had become protective.
She had become protective of her phone in a way she never used to be, started taking calls on the balcony, cared more about her appearance for random errands than she had for our last anniversary.
She said she felt restless. She said motherhood made her feel invisible. I heard all of it, like a husband trying to be supportive. I did not hear the warning underneath. And then one night in January, 3:07 a.m. the baby monitor made a soft burst of static. I turned instinctively. The baby was asleep right beside me, little hands curled up by her face. Breathing steady, the sound came again from the nursery. I reached for the parent screen.
On the nightstand, expecting the camera had glitched, the nursery appeared on screen. Rocking chair, pale yellow wall, moon decals above the empty crib, then the door opened. Alyssa walked in wearing the cream knit set I bought her after the baby was born because she said it made her feel put together even when she was exhausted. For one strange second, I thought maybe she was checking the room out of old habit. Then a man walked in behind her. Not me. I sat up so fast the mattress shifted. The camera was wide and grainy but clear enough. He closed the door halfway. She laughed quietly and put a hand on his chest. He kissed her. She kissed him back. Not a confused moment, not a drunk mistake, comfortable, practiced, familiar. My whole body went cold. Not loud, not explosive, silent. So silent I could hear my daughter breathing in the portable crib beside me while my marriage split open in green monitor light. There was an empty water glass on the nightstand I had brought in earlier. I stared at it for a moment without seeing it. Then instinct finally moved my hands. I grabbed my phone and started recording the monitor screen. Not because I was brave, because some deeper part of me knew that if I did not capture this, I would wake up tomorrow and wonder whether grief had invented it. The footage got worse. She leaned against the changing table. He touched her hair. They whispered things I could not make out. Then she laughed, her real laugh, the easy one, the one I had not heard directed at me in months. I kept recording. Eventually, I could see his face more clearly. Ryan, her friend from the gym. Of course, every husband has at least one man he is told not to worry about. Not jealously, just that low-level uneasy feeling your instincts try to deliver while your ego tells them to calm down.
I had asked about Ryan once. She laughed and said, "Kevin, please. He's just Ryan."
Just Ryan. Standing in my daughter's nursery at 3 a.m. That is the thing about just people. They rarely stay just anything. I did not burst into the room. I kept recording. Because once a lie reaches that level, emotion is a luxury, evidence matters more. Eventually, they left the nursery. Alyssa came back alone maybe 3 minutes later, slipped under the blanket like she had only gone to the bathroom. Her hair smelled different when she lay down beside me. I noticed that and hated myself for noticing it. I stayed completely still. By morning, I felt like I had aged 10 years. She made coffee, talked softly, touched my shoulder once as she passed. The same woman from the monitor, the same hands, same voice. I kept waiting for guilt to leave some visible mark on her face. It did not. Cheaters are often most disturbing the morning after because they look so ordinary.
Could you call the contractor about the bedroom timeline?
I said yes. She kissed the baby's forehead and smiled at me across the kitchen island like we were still inside the same marriage. The second she left for the gym, I called a lawyer. His name was Nolan. By noon, I was in his office with the video on my phone, my hands finally shaking because I had made it far enough into daylight that the full weight had started landing. He watched the footage once without speaking, then watched it again. When it ended, he leaned back and said,
This is the easiest case I'll file all month.
That sentence did not make me happy.
It made me feel less crazy. There is real comfort in professional certainty when your personal life has turned completely unreal. I went home and became methodical. Garage camera footage, front door log, phone records showing timing, late night calls, repeated contact, gaps that lined up exactly with nights she said she was too tired to talk. By evening, I had more than pain.
I had a case. The confrontation happened on a Friday night at 9:45 p.m. Baby asleep.
House quiet. I set my phone on the dining table and asked Alyssa to sit down.
Not frightened. Not yet. What's wrong? I hit play. No preface.
Just the monitor footage. The first 3 seconds confused her. Then she saw herself walk into the nursery. Then Ryan. I watched the color leave her face in real time. She said my name once. Softly, like maybe tone could stop the video. I let it keep playing. By the time it ended, she was crying. Fast, quiet tears with one hand over her mouth as if shock had happened to her instead of me.
Kevin.
No, that was all I said. And somehow it stopped whatever script she had been reaching for. Then came the sequence. It did not mean anything. She felt lonely. She was disconnected. Ryan understood what she was going through. She was going to tell me. That last one almost made me laugh. People always say they were going to
tell you right after you find out. How long, I said.
She hesitated.
That told me more than the answer did.
4 months, she whispered.
4 months.
4 months of feeding our daughter breakfast. 4 months of pediatric appointments and shared bills and fake normal mornings while finding time to bring another man into our baby's room.
Then she said the sentence that finished whatever mercy I had left. I was just unhappy.
Just unhappy. As if unhappiness is a permit. As if vows and children and decency dissolve once someone decides their feelings are special enough. I slid the papers across the table. She blinked at them like legal language was somehow more shocking than the video.
You already filed?
Yeah.
That was the moment real panic arrived, because until then, some part of her believed tears might soften me into confusion.
Where am I supposed to go? Ryan seemed resourceful.
She went to her mother's that night. Karen called the next morning, said marriage was complicated.
Said new parents go through difficult seasons. I said, well, complicated is forgetting an anniversary. Your daughter brought another man into our baby's nursery. She went quiet after that.
The divorce moved fast. Nolan was right. The footage was devastating and clear. No fog to hide inside. No creative storytelling possible. Every time her attorney tried to soften the language,
We can play the video again, if needed. That ended most debates immediately.
Ryan disappeared almost entirely once the legal process started. Men who volunteer as affair partners rarely enjoy paperwork. What surprised me most was not the anger. That stayed predictable. It was the quiet after, the relief, the way confusion died completely the moment truth had a timestamp. No more wondering why the house felt cold. No more translating her distance into patience. No more telling myself parenthood was the only reason something felt wrong. The baby monitor showed me everything at 3:07 a.m.
At 3:07 a.m., the lawyer called it his easiest case. And me, I stopped needing explanations for the moment the screen lit up. Have you ever known something before you were ready to admit it to yourself? Tell me in the comments, Wade, how long did you know? It's before you finally believed yourself? And if someone you love is still in that silence, right now send this to them. They already know something is wrong.